You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. I have a new Crazy Aaron's putty for you. This is the Crazy Aaron's Zombie Flesh. Now, I have done a bunch of Crazy Aaron's putties, and recently I've been kind of reflecting back and looking at older videos, kind of seeing when I did the first video, and then, how I've changed when I talk and how the beginnings and endings are. So I'm going to do that today. Let's go check that one out. It goes way back to 2012, so about 5 years ago, at least over 4 years and some months. So let's go do that, and then we'll come back and learn more about this putty. All right, let's check out some of the stats. Now, if you click this little area in mobile mode, it should give you those stats. All right, December 26, 2012. It's got 1.3 million views. You can see the thumbs up and the thumbs down. So it's got some decent thumbs down, unfortunately. But let's turn this back around. I guess for 1 point something million views, it's not hideous. All right, here we go. This is part of the place. This is the first video I've ever done. Let's hear how I start the video. Now I'm like, hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. I'm going to get this in a little bit closer for you. Okay, here we go.
We're now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey there, it's Lucky Penny
Shop. I was saying, hey there.
Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty, super magnetic. Yeah.
Now it is 9 minutes. Probably one of the longer videos in 2012. All right, I'll just scan through some of this. Stretch it.
Like other putty, it does bounce.
It was my first one. Now this putty has since hardened. The original magnetic putties were different formula than they are now. Oh, by the way, I have all the magnetic putties, all the colors. So that's coming up probably next after this one.
Pretty cool, huh? Did you like that?
That was a little time lapse.
Push and pull.
Push and pull.
It's gonna do its thing.
See, it's a little harder putty there. Let's hear how we end this one.
Get another magnet in here. Or just put a bunch of little balls on them. Little tiny rolled up balls.
Okay, little tiny rolled up putty balls.
It's all going to somehow probably connect.
That's kind of funny.
No, we'll try that.
Let's see what that looks like as a time lapse. Now, I've since done other more larger time lapses, bigger chunks of putty.
That's just going to happen. All right, scratch that idea, folks.
See, that was a fail.
All right, well, I think
Let's hear how this ends.
Us there. Subscribe and leave a comment. Let's hear from you. Have you ever played with this? If not, let us know. Later.
Ooh, see, I was doing later, so I think the earliest one I've seen is November now. Bonus time lapse. Okay, all right, let's head back to the putty I'm going to show you. And, oh, there's more time lapse in this. Cool. No music, though. Ooh, look at that one. All right, enough of that. If you want to see that video, I'll put a link in the description. Also, the Crazy Aaron's playlist.
We do appreciate it. If you want to...
I'll be right back. All right, so how was that? Definitely talked a little bit differently. I think I was a little more, hey, can you look at that? Maybe I was, well, I don't know. Let's not dwell on that. How's that? Things changed. I've changed. I still try to have some excitement every time I check out a new product because, for me, it's fun, especially looking at Crazy Aaron's little brain up there. It's not taking up his whole head, just one side, his left side of his brain. I wonder if there's something there. Let's see. Maybe that's why they call him Crazy Aaron. Over 40 awesome colors in all, including... Now, I had a video with 40 different tins of Crazy Aaron's putty. That showed my collection. But, like I mentioned, there is more. I have all of the magnetic colors now. So I'm going to re-show those. And then a special one coming from another company, which they are going to send me. So we'll look forward to that. All right, so now we've done all this stuff. Hot and cold, change colors, knead it, snap it. Bounce it, pop it, stretch it. I've done a lot of that, so let's just get this one out of the box. And then I will play with it, because that's the goal here. Kind of see what it's like, learn about the heat properties. Now they show you here, twist up the colors. Divide your heat-sensitive Hypercolor thinking putty into 2 even-sized pieces. Roll each piece out so it looks like a long snake. Put one piece in the freezer for a minute to make it very cold. While you're waiting to take it out, need the other half in your hand to make it warm. Hold both pieces in your hand and slowly twist them together to make your thinking putty multicolored. Then watch as it becomes one color again. Now, I've put my putty in hot and cold water, and I've never had a problem with it. As long as you're not soaking in there. I mean, you're putting in the freezer, it's definitely going to have some kind of moisture reaction, is it not? Hot and cold. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wait, that was a terrible unveiling. Let's try that again. Here we go. The putty. Ooh, is it like a brain? I can't tell. Is that Crazy Aaron's brain? There's a nice little air bubble there. Now, for the length of time I had this sitting up, it drooped down. So let's see. It feels like a much harder putty. It almost feels as hard as that magnetic putty. And I'm having a hard time getting it out. Let me get a little tool here to see if I can peel up the corner. Or the edge, that is. It is round. There is no corner. Oh, there we go. So it does have a nice pinkish hue, kind of like the pink in here. So am I going to see green on the heat and coolness? I don't know. Let's just start playing with it. It's definitely harder than the last putties I've done. Look, I could barely squeeze it. So I'm going to have to play with this one a little bit. I'm going to stretch it. Watch, I'm going to hit my camera. No, don't hit it. It's like bubble gum. It's like a big... Wouldn't you want to just chew a giant piece of bubble gum? It's like a wavelength. Stretch, 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 stretch. It's a cool sound. That's freaking my eyes out. As you can tell, it's definitely very flexible and bouncy. It's not as mushy as some of the other putties I've recently done from them. Look at that. You hear it? Listen. Ooh. Now that's hard to squeeze. I'm just going to squeeze it with my hand. I can tell you right now, it is hard to squeeze. I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. I'm losing color. Look at my hand. Let's stretch it again. That was cool. Now, this will probably rip and pull real easy, but I'll do it this way. Oh, no. Here we go. Look at that. Well, I'm almost just tearing it. That's pretty cool inside. All right. Now, color change. Hypercolor and glow in the dark. Oh. Didn't tell me that. All right, let's take this and split it like they say. I mean, putting this in the freezer, this is going to get even harder. So let me take this piece. I will freeze it. I'll eventually have to get my black light out, right? Well, check out this zombie flesh. All right, freezer time. And then let me leave this piece. Here, I'll leave that piece sitting right there. I'll put this on a plate. And when I come back, after a few minutes, this one will be out of the freezer. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Right out of the freezer. And this is kind of what's happened to me in the past. Okay, it's because this is in its cold state, so you have to heat it up. So let me do this. I'm going to use the water because I've used it before. It's never hurt my putty. No issues, no problems. But watch, okay? Here is a little glass of water. Now look at the color change. Now you will see that it's much lighter. So let's get this one set. There's almost no water on it. It all just drips off, okay? So, there you go. Now you see the difference. It's slight, but there is a color variance from the light to the dark. It's there. So it's not green. It looks like it just changes it to a lighter pink. All right, here's what I need to do, because this is going to take some time to soften this up. How about we check out this glowing property now, and we'll see how that looks as it glows in the dark. I'll keep playing with it, soften it up a little, come back with the lights out, and we'll check out the color change now. All right, so I chose to put the black light on for now, just to kind of see if there is a change, and I would say that the coloring is different. Now, there's some debate here as to charging your putty. The best way to charge it, I've always found, is direct sunlight, and then bringing it in the booth with the lights out, but you don't get it for very long. It doesn't hold the charge for very long. So when I use the black light, it is for me to keep it so that I can at least see a color change. Now, let me just turn off the black light and see if we get any glow. Wow, it's really an interesting shade. Let's see if we get any glow. Sometimes that will charge it. Okay, you can barely see it, can you? It's there, and it's not holding a charge. Not from this. I've had other putties actually do really well with the black light. It doesn't want to focus either. Come on, camera. Come on. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to say the black light is a bust. You can kind of see little specks in there, though, besides being blurry. Let me see if I can do a quick camera change and go to like manual and increase it. It doesn't want to work there either. I think we're out of luck. So I guess I can hold it up to a light, but like I said, glow in the dark with a video camera does just not work very well. It's still got that peely skin-like sound when you're peeling like something off. Well, is it a different color in the black light? I'm going to say yes. It almost got little shades of yellow in there, or gold. Alright. This is not proving to be very exciting, is it? I will be back now. Maybe I'll try it with the lights on and the black light. Now, in the last video in the Hypercolor, that worked awesome. So let me try that. Alright, so I am back. As you can tell, I am not getting the best results. Now, what am I going to do? Well, here's what I'm going to do. The next time I get a really nice sun, I'm going to take more of these glow-in-the-dark putties and put them right in the sun, maybe videotape it outside, and then create a little darkening area to see how well it actually works. But right now, it's overcast. I don't know where you're at, if it's overcast or not. But by me it is. Let me just give a little bit more light here. There we go. Now I have the black light on. The Hypercolor's really changed in the black light. This one isn't seeming to do that, but it will change when you put it in hot water. And look, my putty is fine. There's no water on my putty, so don't worry about that. I wouldn't soak it overnight, but if you want to do some experiments with it, I don't see it hurting the putty at all. It actually made it softer. Oh, look at that one, nice. Let's see. Let's get those cool sounds again, because that was neat. That's cool. Like I said, it really looks like a piece of bubble gum. It's getting softer. Listen. Ooh. So this is one that you're really going to have to play with to get it really super soft. Ooh, that was cool the way that ripped. Remember the Hypercolors I did last? They were really soft and pliable. This one's going to take some work. You really just need to heat it up. Now, as I'm playing with it, it is starting to change colors slightly, so it is getting lighter, because now I'm heating it with my hands. There's my fist. Does it look like flesh, like zombie flesh? Like Crazy Aaron's brain? Do you think his brain is fleshy like that? Good pops. There, I'm gonna make Crazy Aaron's brain. There's his brain. How's that? Let's stretch it out again. Let's see if I can get a nice long piece. Let me just leave a piece sit. Well, what did we learn today, class? We have learned that a lot of times putty sitting in tins in cold environments is the color that it's changed to, and that you need to really heat it up with your hands or an alternative source. I have seen, or I have tried, I believe, microwaving my putty in the past. Not something they recommend, and that really softens it up. I think I even tried a hair dryer. I'm not sure. Maybe that really would heat it up faster. But now I'm able to squeeze it a little bit better. Let's see how long this takes just to make it super soft, where I can squeeze it even more. Still wants a rip, you see that? I don't know if it's ever gonna get super soft. I'm using a lot of hand strength here to still get this to do its thing. I'll just hold it in my hand. See, I have that cold plate. It's still pretty cold. Let's stretch a piece on here. Is it softer than when I started? Yes. Is it still rip real easy? Yes. Is it ever going to be soft? Like super soft, like the ones I did last? I don't think so. This actually reminds me more of the magnetic putties, the consistency. Lots of good air cracks. Let's see if this side's any different. No. Alright, well, that's all I can tell you. Maybe one day I'll get these all in the sun and come up with a way to show them. Sun to a dark room right away. Because like I said, the sun is the best way to charge it. And that's it. That's all I can show you with zombie flesh. I did show you his brain, Crazy Aaron's brain. Ooh, that looks cool under the black light. See, now that is being affected by the black light, which is on. It's been on this whole time, by the way. And thanks for watching. I'll put a description link, or a playlist link. There is a difference now. Played with, not played with. So that has definitely changed. To the complete Crazy Aaron's putty collection. And I have more coming up. So stay tuned. I have a bunch of magnetic putties to show you. And thanks for supporting Lucky Penny Shop. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.